Right, mud lovers, today I'm getting a little bit creative. I've been meaning to make a clay pipe for a while now, just to see how hard it is. I've got myself some clay from the local craft shop, and it's like an air drying clay, and I just fancy giving it a go to try and make a clay pipe. I know that they're traditionally done in a mould, and wet clay would be poured into a mould, and then, you know, out will pop a perfect pipe because they make thousands of them. But this is going to be a bespoke pipe. So I'm going to make it from scratch, and what I'm going to do is use this piece of copper wire to create the stem through that, trying to make it as authentic as possible, maybe even use it, you could actually be smoked from. And there's some examples here of some clay pipes that I'm using as inspiration. And I've got some various tools and bits and bobs here that I can hopefully use to manipulate the clay and make a clay pipe. So I've had a little idea, and this has come from Nick. She sparks the idea in my head, because when she picks up the clay pipes, she often thinks that these resemble a swan as they're dunking down for food. So I thought, why don't I give it a go, try and create a clay pipe that looks like a swan diving for food. So I thought it was a pretty neat idea, a bit of a challenge anyway. It may go horribly wrong, but I'll show you what happens anyway. So I've done some preliminary sketches, I don't know if you can see that, just to give you an idea of what it will look like. So there we go, and it could look like that or it could not, but I'll give it a go anyway, and show you in a kind of time-lapse idea how I'm going about it, because I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's going to take over an hour, I would have thought, to do it. So yeah, we'll see how I get on. I'll show you close up a few of these pipes, and hopefully you can look over my shoulder as I create it, and let's hope we can get some success. So I've actually made this tool specifically for the job. One end that it can be used to kind of flatten down the clay, and this end I'm hoping to use to make the bowl bit. So that's the stem almost done. Okay, it's a bit rough and ready, but I think I can smooth it out when it's gone a bit harder. So yeah, that comes out all right there. So I can pull that out at the end, and it will be a hollow stem. Still a little bit chunky, a bit of a chunky pipe when you compare it to these ones. Look, it's quite thick, but I think for the purpose of this for now, then that's pretty good, and I think I might be able to shave a little bit off. It's always easier to take bits off. So that's that. And now for the body. I'm going to make that bit with the two little feet and the bum of the swan. I've got some Google images as well as a bit of inspiration. So I don't know how to do this, I'm just making it up as I go along. to so far. Got the little feet, so it looks like it's hopefully splashing down in water. I'm going to do a little curve to this neck so that it looks a little bit more natural rather than having a straight neck. So yeah, it's alright so far, pretty pleased with that. So now, I don't want to attach it just yet, but I'm just going to put the beaky bit about there-ish, I think. It's getting there slowly, look. Got the head of the swan eating the end of the pipe, and put a little diamond at the end there so it can be rested in the mouth like the traditional Victorian ones. So yeah, I'm kind of happy so far. It's getting there. Not bad. First go at this, and haven't done any clay work for a long time, so yeah, slowly getting its shape. Well, there we go. That's my swan neck all done. Happy with that anyway, considering I've never done it before, so hopefully that's in focus, because I know it's getting a bit dark now, so it's been taking a little while, but I think now I'm ready to attach it to the body and be part of the clay pipe. So I've broken through from that hole there. There's a hole now there coming through. I don't know if this is actually going to meet up finally, but what I can do hopefully is actually what I might do is put that down there. It's not easy, this pipe making lark. So now we know that that goes there. We can put this end on that. Shove that together. There we go, it's complete. What I'm going to do is take that out and then bend it into shape and let it dry. I'm just going to smooth that bit off there. Not sure if I'm going to smooth any more out of it, because I think it'll just risk probably breaking it or fracturing it, but that's pretty neat. Put a nice little bend in it and that'll look pretty cool. Not bad for a first attempt, eh? So here we are, guys. This is the finished article. I'm really pleased with it, actually. Never actually done anything like this before. You know, model making with clay. Well, I think the last time I did it was at college, but yeah, that's my cat. Bit crude in places, but it's a clay pipe, what do you expect? I'm kind of happy on the detail of the swan, and obviously I've got my maker's mark at the end there, Sci-Fines. So I'll let this dry out now. Hopefully it will smoke. I've kept the, hopefully it's hollow in there still, but I don't want to pick it up and start inspecting it just yet, just in case I break it, but that was what I had in mind, something like this. So yeah, I hope you like it. Comparing this pipe bowl with another one which I found there, you can see that it's not actually that big. I'm not going to start a pipe making factory just yet, just because it takes so long, but I might do another one in the future. They're quite fun to make. If you've got any suggestions about what pipes I could make, then let me know. I thought about doing a character one, because this one here is a caricature, or even quite a good resemblance really, as opposed to a caricature, but he's really neat. You can see there how that stem goes up. So they don't always have to be, you know, straight like that one. They got very, very creative towards the latter part of the Victorian period. When I was looking at this knobbly pipe, just noticed there's a little face at the bottom of it as well. How cool is that? Good fun making pipes. You know, they had all sorts of designs, and you know, what was that supposed to be? Like a big bird claw holding an egg? Very abstract. Someone rowing in a boat with their oars, so that was obviously something to do with a boat race maybe. This one's a beautiful one with a thistle on one side and a rose on the other, I believe. So yeah, very inventive, and always trying to think up new ideas that would sell pipes. Did they ever think of this one though? Anyway, I'll clean it up, show you what it's like in the daylight. Hopefully it will survive in one piece and won't fall apart on me, but either way I've had a bit of fun making something, using the Thames pipes as inspiration. Well, here you can see my pipe in its full finished glory. I applied a little bit of black acrylic on it just to bring out a little bit more detail. I made it last year. I can't believe how much time flies. I've just been sitting on this for a little while because I had so much other stuff to do, but so plenty of time to dry out. There's a little duck bum. I wonder if this would have impressed the Victorians. Who knows? You can see this was the end of an original one with a little bit there that's a grip in the teeth, and I've also applied the same there to the tip of mine. And we'll put a little bit of tobacco in it and see if it's a smoker. So here we are. Don't try this at home, kids, if you're watching. Smoking is very bad for you, but I'm doing this purely as a historical experiment. I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this, but I'll just give it a go. Oh, it works. Burn my fingertips off in the process. Just turn it upside down, maybe. Not very good at smoking a pipe. Does smoke? A bit more compact, maybe. There you go, it works. Made a pipe. I won't take it down, it's bad for you. Smoking's not big and it's not clever, but it's a very big part of our history, so I'm allowed to do this. So that's pretty cool, I like that. Fully working smoking pipe. It's getting really hot now, the bowl's really lovely and warm. There we go. Awesome. So you can imagine being out here one day, smoking a pipe. Imagine what voyages we're going to go on, what deals we're going to make as merchants. And a lovely pipe. So here we have a tantalising pipe bowl there. Look, you can just see a figure of a man or something on the side of it. So let's try and get it out and hopefully it'll be complete. Looks like a good one though, Victorian, pictorial.